to Ukraine now, where officials there say they're trying to set up a meeting between President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and US President-elect Donald Trump amid concerns he could cut aid to Kyiv once in office. The two held a call following Trump's election win that was also joined by billionaire Elon Musk, who controls the Starlink satellite network used by Ukraine's military. Meanwhile, the European Union has reaffirmed its support for Kyiv with a visit by its top diplomat.
EU policy chief Josep Borrell pays his respects to Ukraine's fallen soldiers. Following Donald Trump's win, Brussels wants Kyiv to know it still has a strong ally in Europe.
The clear purpose of this visit is to stress the European Union support to Ukraine. This support remains unwavering. This support is absolutely needed for you to continue defending yourself against Russia's aggression.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy held a tense meeting with Trump while the campaign was still in full swing.
So we have a very good relationship, and I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have. Oh, I see. Yeah, but you know, it takes two to tango.
Trump's remarks have many NATO leaders worried the US may not continue to be Ukraine's biggest backer.
There is no doubt that this new political landscape is a serious challenge for everyone. This is especially true in the context of a possible end to the Russian-Ukrainian war, following an agreement between, for example, the President of Russia and the new President of the United States.
Russia controls just under a fifth of Ukraine's territory. Vladimir Putin says he's willing to end the war if Ukraine gives up that land and its hopes of joining NATO.
Let's go to Kyiv now, where DW correspondent Nimisha Jaiswal joins us. Nimisha, great to see you. So has Borrell's visit been reassuring for Ukrainians?
Well, Pablo, on the one hand, any show of support at this crucial political time can be seen as reassuring and is much appreciated. This was Borrell's fifth and final visit to Kyiv before he steps down next month, once again reiterating EU's unwavering support, calling for lesser red lines, referring to allowing Kyiv to use long-range missiles, calling for faster deliveries of military aid. But on the other hand, no clear indication of when these deliveries will arrive, no announcements of fresh aid. What did end up making the headlines here was a question to the Ukrainian foreign minister that you referred to, where he said that Zelenskyy's team is in touch with Trump's team to set up a meeting. No concrete details, of course, about any such meetings, but it is a continuation of the messaging we're seeing here in Kyiv, that they're not only in touch with Trump's team, but willing and eager to come to a just peace on Kyiv's terms rather than Moscow's.
Nimisha, speaking about Trump now, actually, because a senior advisor to the President-elect Donald Trump has said in an interview that returning Crimea, which was annexed by Russia in 2014, won't be a goal for his administration. Tell us, what have the reactions been in Kyiv to that?
Well, that hits the nail on the head exactly to what Kyiv's main concerns are right now. Trump's team has since distanced itself from the comments of this strategist. But another piece of news that was making headlines here was an article in The Telegraph that said that Trump wants to freeze the front lines as they are right now, and it will provide Kyiv with military aid, but also want a promise from Kyiv to not join NATO for 20 years, a promise of neutrality. Now, this is far from ideal here, but the optimists here, or the hope here, is that things go in a different direction, that if Putin refuses to negotiate from a position of power, that Trump will actually throw the weapons to Kyiv and the support to Kyiv that it needs to win this war on its own terms. And that is hopes for when Trump comes in. There is also close scrutiny and analysis of what Biden might do in his last 2 months. Now, already the Pentagon has announced that it will be releasing $6 billion worth of military aid to Kyiv before the inauguration. But there's also hopes, of course, that Biden is now freed from the caution that he was criticized from here in Kyiv, that now that Harris is no longer in the running, he may unfreeze frozen Russian assets to the tune of tens of billions of dollars, that he may finally allow for long-range missiles to be used and open the doors for European partners to do that, even if Trump withdraws that permission later. So this is exactly what Kyiv is hoping for, and it's being closely watched what might happen there.
Yeah, we'll certainly be keeping a close eye on it. You too, of course. DW's Nimisha Jaiswal joining us this morning from Kyiv. Take care.